I have a 2015 Toyota Tundra, Crew Max, and the seats are gross, and I want to get leather seats, but I don't have Catskins money. So I got EKR seats, seat covers, and we'll see how they work out and how easy they are to install. I've already installed the driver's seat, and it looks good. Just a few little hang-ups. The biggest hang-up was really right here on that other side. On the cover, there is this elastic band, and I don't really know what it goes to. They just sort of tuck it in right here. But it's a little difficult to get it in there. So if anybody knows, let me know. So just slip these guys on. And then you got to tuck this guy in here. These just go push right through here. Now the pry tool can still puncture the leather, so you have to be careful. These two clips will go around underneath the seat and then clip together as well. You gotta yank this guy through. That helps. Just take the Velcro off and stick this up here so you can see. And just sort of pull this through the seat. Now this is the elastic I was talking about. I'm not entirely sure where this goes. It's a little hard to tuck in there. There's not really a place for it, but you basically tuck these guys inside of here. And there is like a little foam in there to lock it in there. You put the seat back all the way, it might be easier for you to tuck this through to the inside. I believe that's what you're probably supposed to do. And then attach it to this guy when you string it all the way through the back. Gotta feed those straps all the way back. Bring them back here, pull them, and then attach them right here. And after you get done getting all these guys strapped in, just make sure that you're clear of any wires or anything. The passenger side has an amp for your stereo, and you don't want to get mixed up with that. So then pull this again. Make sure that's all good, and then Velcro it down. And then you take this hook and you hook it under. Now in the EKR kit for the headrests, there are two size headrests. If you're wondering, the smaller goes in the back and the bigger ones go in the front. Now this has been one of the more difficult things, to stuff that headrest inside of this. So what I did is I figured you could flip it inside out a little bit and try to feed it in there, and that made it a little bit easier. And that is both seats done, and they look pretty good. They look better than the cloth, and they look better than your AutoZone seat cover. So let's try to do the back. Also does come with instructions, but quite honestly they're not that great. I mean, maybe they're not even for the Tundra. They just use a regular car, maybe a Toyota. One of the pain in the ass things is getting these straps to go all the way down that back wall so you can meet those straps, these guys, under here, so you can tighten them. This middle one right here is particularly a pain for me. So I figured what you should do, it seems to get trapped underneath something right here. So I would say feed it all the way to the edge over here and then sort of bring it down, right? That way you could have hold of it. And you could slip your hand right in back of here where there's space, and you could grab it as well. Just follow it down all the way here and then pop it up and grab under there. Also, what I might suggest is tightening it underneath this bar right here so you don't have to tighten around it. I got one of the rear seats done, and I'd be lying if I said it wasn't a little bit of a pain in the ass. There are some straps behind here that you should get to. Some elastic bands that you could tie just to make it a little bit more secure and tight, but you can't really get to it unless you take this whole seat out, which is relatively easy if you just take these bolts out. Right there, there's one back there, and then these guys. It's relatively easy. Also, just to let you guys know, probably the most frustrating part of this is those back straps right here that you need to feed down the back, and then they come out right down here, and you need to attach them right to these guys, but they're just barely long enough. So that might be the most frustrating part. So that's what I might suggest for the manufacturers. Just make those back straps a little bit longer so they're easier to get to, because those are the most frustrating things here. Then I might also say that you can sandwich this in between that bar, and it will make it a little bit less mobile. It will tighten it a little bit more, so I'd suggest doing that too. I don't know if that's in the manual, because there's not really a well written out manual, but it's just a suggestion. So prepare yourself to do a lot of things by feel, because if you don't take the seat out, you're going to be doing a lot of stuff sort of blind. So, just by feel. Whether it be threading little ratchet straps, or just trying to tie something down. It's all going to be by feel. Which kind of makes it a pain in the ass. And expect to do it for a while. So if I were going to redo this, or do this again, I would probably just take out the rear seats. It would probably make it a lot easier on everybody. On me. And it'll probably cut down some time. Just really, it's, 6 screws, maybe 8 screws, and then take it out and do it. And ironically, last but not least, ready to go in. So I've had the EKR seats for a couple days now installed, and they're comfortable. They're new, so they're still a little sticky, like when you try to get in the seats, they kind of stick to your pants and your shirt and everything. Maybe just try some leather conditioner out and see how that works. So my thoughts are, for $200, there should be better instructions that come with it. The instructions that came with it weren't even a Toyota Tundra. It was for like a Corolla or just some other sedan car. And I think that's about it. I think some of the straps could have been a little bit longer to make things easier in the back here. And they are a little loose, like you could see kind of right here. They're a little loose in some spots and on the seats a little bit. But I live in Florida, and the heat will probably shrink those up or something. We'll see. It hasn't been too hot here recently, so we'll see how they turn out. So if anybody's interested, maybe I'll give a long-term sort of review. And that's about it. I would say that if you're looking for leather seats, they're a pretty good choice if you don't have the money to pay for cat skins, which is like $2,000, $1,500. It's a pretty good option in lieu of paying for that. So I would say give it a try. I think you'll be happy. I think I'm going to be pretty happy with them. All right. Thanks. Bye.